All right, Alam. So, could you say your full name and where do you go to school and what are you studying?
My name is Alam Afghaniar. I'm doing a major in political science at Concordia, and this is my last semester.
Congratulations! And you were part of the internship program last fall.
Right.
And can you tell me what struck you about the internship? What was most interesting for you?
I think it was an amazing opportunity for our sustainability studies students, and we get to learn more about the human rights. Since I'm interested in the Middle Eastern politics, I did my 400 level on Egypt politics, and this was a perfect opportunity for me to go and learn from the real people, from the interviews, from the activists that were promoting human rights for the Egyptian population.
Yeah. And where are you from originally, Alam?
I am from Afghanistan.
But you've lived here in Canada for
Yes.
quite some time.
Yeah, for 14 years now.
In Toronto, right? Is your
Toronto
home?
and Quebec.
Yes, right. What struck you as most interesting about the interviews that you worked on? You had quite a variety of people that you transcribed.
Right. Well, the most interesting interview for me was the first interview of Malik Mustafa. He was an activist at the Hisham Mubarak, and the striking thing is that he was in the revolution during the revolution when it started in 2011. So he was at the Tahrir Square when there's the war going on during the Camel battle, and he was witnessing the people who was getting shot right beside him. So I think that was really sad for us to hear, and he was a very courageous man, a brave man, and it was sad to see hear later that he was shot in the eye.
Yes, that's right. Lost his vision in one eye as part of a series of shootings of protesters in the eye by someone within the security forces that was named the Eye Hunter. Right. And so how did this internship make you think about the revolution, the Egyptian revolution? Did it change your views at all or inform them more?
Yes, I think when the stuff that I learned in the politics class, this kind of brought more into it. You know, how the army is so different. There's a deep state. You know how the army and the police are the different decision makers are the army. The civil court and the criminal court are different, and there's no you can't get a lawyer in some of the places. There's the army who's making the decisions for you. So
yeah. And what did you think of the Hisham Mubarak Law Center? You saw about 4 different people's stories over the course of the semester. What?
I think organizations such as the Mubarak Law Center are there to bring some hope for the future of these people. And if they are not found guilty, then the generations, their children and their grandchildren can be a hope for Egypt's future.
Yeah. So the people not found guilty, as in like the protesters that they represent,
or
and
the activists that were getting, or the other people who are like innocent people who are getting kidnapped by the army or being in the jail for like no reason. They should have access to the law. They should have lawyers. If they're proven innocent, then they can go and build Egypt.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And 20 years from now, what do you think you're going to remember about this internship?
Oh, day by day, Egypt's political situation it changes. So I hope in 20 years that we see an Egypt where there's unity, where there's some peace and hope for the future.
Yes. And how did the internship and working on human rights transcriptions, how does that fit in with your life path or
that there's so many nations such as Egypt that are autocratic, that's the military that's in charge. There's no democracy, there's no human rights movements, or there's rights for women. So I think that, like, for example, my country, Afghanistan, is facing similar situations. So I think that, we should just hear the human rights organizations, and at least the government should do something about it.
Yeah. And I guess hearing about how empowered these people were, did that give you some hope for the Middle East in a broader sense?
Yes, I think that this, Egypt was one of the principal states in the Middle East. So if you see one of your big powers in this, imagine how the smaller powers are going through.
That's right. Yeah. Okay, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you
luck
so
you.
much. Thank you for all your help. Bye.